conference. This is a press conference in respect of the visit by His Excellency the President to Kandara constituency on 14th of April this year. That is this week on Thursday. And I will say that I have learned through AIPCA Gakarara in Kandara church leadership that His Excellency the President Uhuru Kenyatta, the President of the Republic of Kenya, will be joining the Christians in Kandara at Gakarara during the Holy Oil celebrations. That is on 14th of April 2022. The last time His Excellency the President visited Kandara was on 29th of December 2019 during the burial of Honorable Charles Rubia here at Gitura, Keno. This current visit, expected to take place on Thursday, is a day when the Holy Oil celebration, which is a very significant ceremony for the Christians all over, worldwide. The Christian family of Kandara and the entire Kandara fraternity, residents of Kandara. I want to therefore welcome the President, but avoid politicizing this event or this visit. I take this area opportunity to welcome His Excellency the President to Kandara. We shall be on standby. I will be on standby to receive him as he joins the Christians in Kandara. I have a few requests that I would like to present to the President or to remind him as he comes for this visit. One of those requests is that sometimes in 2015, I presented the President a request in writing and the building plans for Bildad Kagia Level 4 Hospital. Before I made this presentation in writing, we had a conversation, one-on-one conversation with His Excellency the President, and he agreed to fund the construction of the hospital. The hospital budget, the construction budget, is about 500 million shillings, which will include a male and female ward, both surgical and medical wards. There is also a proposed pediatric and maternity wards. All these are within the main hospital construction. It also has a minor theater and a major theater, the main theater and a minor theater. We also had included a mortuary in our building plans. We had also proposed that as soon as we finished the construction of the hospital, that we shall extend and put up a KMTC, that is Kandara Medical Training Center, because within this hospital or land we have 12 acres, and therefore we have enough space for all those proposed institutions. That is the hospital. We also needed a mortuary and we needed a KMTC, including a further extension for staff quarters. The first initial cost, so that we can have a running hospital with admission wards, is 500 million, and the President had no problem with that proposal. He requested me to present this proposal to him in writing so that he can forward to the ministry and make the necessary, give the necessary direction and instructions. Thereafter, I took the opportunity to remind His Excellency the President of the same project when we went to Sagana 1. Indeed, after Sagana 1, when I presented my own written presentation to the President, he was very apologetic that we had not managed as a government to allocate funding for the construction of the hospital. Soon thereafter, We also, as a team, as parliamentary group for the region, Mount Kenya region, we also put in writing, each member of parliament put in writing their requests and demands that we needed the government to address. To date, those proposals, which included now the hospital and various roads, have not been taken up by the government. In that proposal, which we presented in Sagana 1, I had included Kahaine, Kavuruge, Kiranga, Jeraine, then Gatito, through Jerainya, and back to Kavuruge, through Mugesha, then to Naro, and to Kivereke. That road, tarmac road, was one of our priorities for this particular term of His Excellency's presidency. In 2017, the Minister for Roads Infrastructure, CS James Macharia, also with his entire office team, ministry team, during the campaigns and when we were seeking for votes for the Uhuru second term, he appeared at Gudoro, near Gatumbo, at Gatumbo Shopping Center. We held a big meeting there with the residents, and the CS Minister for Roads Infrastructure undertook to ensure that as soon as elections were over, we shall have Gudoro, Gatito, Kamae, Karimamwaro, Gituya, Mkoe, Gituya, all the way to Nyoka Nyoka. And also take a Y section through Karimamwaro, through Kiawamboto, then joining Gatito Shopping Center. About 25 kilometers. The CS Minister himself undertook in the presence of the Ambassador Karao, the administration from the commissioner, the county commissioner in this place, my sub-county commissioner, or the DCC in Kandara, and we were very sure that that construction would not take 2 years. To date, no allocation has been made. So I would like to remind the President that his government committed itself to the people directly through CS Roads, James Macharia. And that is on record. Then we have the last piece of road that I presented, Sharago, Gadogo, Kagudhi, to Gedhumu Shopping Center, about 22 kilometers of tarmac road that we needed to have. These roads, of course, are kind of a hindrance to proper development and growth of this region. And sincerely, Kandara people voted for His Excellency the President, man to man or man to woman. And we were able to achieve our target for about 75,000 votes for His Excellency the President. And therefore, I would want to just remind His Excellency the President of commitments by his government, commitments which were made, some directly to the people. And even when we came for voter registration, he also added his own personal commitment by saying he will ensure that this constituency, among other constituencies in Murang'a, will enjoy sufficient, adequate domestic water. To date, the bulk water in Kandara is not sufficient, is inefficient. The water resource, amount of water that we have is not sufficient for the community, for the number of people now we have in this constituency. And we have taken this up with PS Wairago when he was PS Water, later on now when he's running for governor. And that was taken up early in the government, the year or the term of the government, that is 2018, and requested that we enhance Kandara bulk water. That I must surely remind the President that we are waiting for his government to deal with that.